20th, 2013. We're at the West Hawaii Civic Center in the Council Chambers. The time is 9:55. And please, everybody, turn off your cell phones and any other mobile devices or put them on silent mode. Thank you. Okay, this meeting is now called to order. Is there anyone wishing to give any statements from the public? Okay. I see somebody in Hilo.
Yes, Madam Chair, we have Tim Reese here to testify on Communication 310, Bill 89.
Okay, thank you. You can go ahead.
Aloha, good morning to the committee and Madam Chair. And
good morning.
I speak, to support that the council is having a look at this whole business with the county housing agency. My concern through the years has always been, it's kind of like Monty Python skit where you have the county council members pretending they're a separate executive agency. And my understanding of the federal law, I'm no expert in this field by any means, but the parts of the federal law that I have read in relation to affordable housing and the state law I went through a little bit more intensely. And of course, I forget half of that, but the point is, I think they had very good reasons why they wanted citizen advisory committees. When I read through this bill, so while I'm in favor of some way ending the 9 council members, which to me is rather cumbersome for an advisory committee anyhow, I believe the Office of Housing and Community Development would probably work better with a 5-person, narrow down the number and try to increase the expertise. So I'm in favor of real estate folks involved with affordable housing, attorneys, you name it, developers, and other people from the community that may feel they could put some solid benefits for our folks to actually get affordable renting increased and affordable housing. Now, again, I said it's almost like a Monty Python skit. As you know, there are some state laws that are pretty awkward the way you're currently functioning. That is where you pretend that you're not the county council, you're wearing your county housing agency cap, you see the exemptions that are being applied for on affordable housing development, and remember, pretend you haven't seen them yet so you don't start the, a 45-day clock ticking, and then when you're seated here at the county council again, pretend again that you haven't seen those very same exemptions list yet, and that now you're seeing them for the first time. It's like a kid who's already seen their Christmas package and you don't want to upset your parents. So to me, it's just a silly situation currently relating to who is staffing these positions of the county housing agency. Election-wise, I think it tells that people don't have any animosity toward any one of you, because it probably would have been pretty easy for them to go to the Elections Commission and say, are you aware that this person was elected to 2 positions on the same ballot? They became a county council district person, council member, and they also became a member of the county housing agency. But it was secretive. So the prior council, in my estimation, really screwed up way back when they decided to have the agency staffed. In this entire matter, I believe Mr. Arnett is a pretty darn good administrator. I'm going to defer to whatever he has to say of what he needs and what his department needs. But I will ask this council, if you do modify your makeup, no matter how silly I believe it is now, it has worked to some degree, though I'm not in favor of it at all. But I would say I defer to the administrative chiefs, actually the director of the department there. He knows what he needs, and I believe he might be in favor of still having an advisory commission. Thank you very much. My time is up.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Reese. Are there any other testifiers in Hilo?
Madam Chair, that was our last testifier.
Okay, thank you. Is there anybody wishing to testify from Waimea?
Good morning, Chair. We do not have any testifiers for your committee.
Okay, thank you. And in Pahoa?
Good morning, Madam Chair. We have no testifiers here in Pahoa.
Okay, thank you. And Ka'u? Oh.
Good morning, Madam Chair. There are no testifiers in Ka'u.
Oh, thank you.
Madam Chair, we have another testifier in Hilo.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead then.
She can just come up and start talking. Madam Chair, we have Stephanie, I'm sorry, what's your name? Bath.
Thank you.
Aloha, good morning, everyone. I have to apologize. I just found out about this bill this morning and this opportunity to testify. I'm testifying in regards to Bill 108. I'd like for you to please consider...
Excuse me. This is for Bill 89.
Oh, I'm so sorry. They had me come up here. I didn't realize that. It's the wrong bill.
For housing.
Okay,
So you're not for housing?
No, I'm not for housing. I'm for mass transit. They put me in the wrong spot. I'm sorry. Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right, then seeing no further testimony from the public, I'm going to introduce the committee members present here today. To my far right is Ms. Councilmember Ford, Ms. Willie, Ms. Poindexter, Mr. Onishi, Council Chair Yoshimoto, and to my left is Councilmember Ilagan, Councilmember Kern, and Councilmember Kanuha. And I'm the Chair of the Human Services Committee, Karen Iaf. Thank you. Madam Clerk, can you please read Communication 310, Bill 89?
Communication 310, Bill 89, amends Chapter 2, Article 13, and Chapter 11, Article 1 of the Hawaii County Code 1983-2005 edition as amended, relating to the County Housing Agency and the Office of Housing and Community Development. From Council Member Brenda Ford, dated June 3, 2013, the bill removes the members of the Council as the members of the Housing Agency and replaces the phrase Housing Agency and the word agency with Office of Housing and Community Development. The bill also adds that the appointment of the Housing Administrator must be confirmed by the County Council. Postponed July 9, 2013. Note there is a pending motion made by Ms. Ford and duly seconded by Mr. Kanuha to recommend passage of Bill 89 on first reading. And Communication 310.1 from Councilmember Margaret Willie, dated July 8, 2013, transmitting proposed amendments to Bill 89.
Thank you. Ms. Ford.
Move to approve Bill 89.
Point of order. There's already a pending motion.
Yes, we have a motion.
It's live on the floor.
I think,
all right. Thank you. I'd like to explain what's been going on in this past month. OHCD and I, and also John Hendricks, have been in some discussions with Steve Arnett, and some new issues came up, and we needed to resolve those with the federal government, with HUD. And so OHCD has been in communication with HUD about those issues. And unfortunately, the issues that we need clarified, and we need them in writing, were not clarified in a timely manner for this particular bill. And so I have not even had time to, because of the discussions that's ongoing and the answers that came back, at the end of the week before. So I have not had a chance to even talk to OHCD, and neither has John. So what I'm going to do today is postpone this again for another month. So, Madam Clerk, I need to know what the second meeting in September will be, in order for us to sit down with OHCD and get these issues resolved, because now we finally have an answer from the federal government, and that may or may not impact this bill. So
September 17th.
September 17th. So I move to postpone Bill 89 to September 17th. Okay, thank you. It's been moved by Ms. Ford and seconded by Mr. Kanuha to postpone Bill 89 to September 17th. All in favor? Aye. Aye. Okay, thank you. Motion carries. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
Second, please.
Thank you. Moved by Mr. Kanuha, second by Mr. Kern. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. We are adjourned.